Episode number 144. I can't say anything till he speaks, and he won't, because father said I was too young, began Meg, bending over her work with a queer little smile, which suggested that she did not quite agree with her father on that point. If he did speak, you wouldn't know what to say, but would cry, or blush, or let him have his own way, instead of giving a good, decided no. I'm not so silly and weak as you think. I know just what I should say, for I've planned it all, so I needn't be taken unawares. There's no knowing what may happen, and I wish to be prepared. Joe couldn't help smiling at the important air, which Meg had unconsciously assumed, and which was as becoming as the pretty color varying in her cheeks. Would you mind telling me what you'd say? Asked Joe more respectfully. Not at all. You're 16 now, quite old enough to be my confidant, and my experience will be useful to you by and by, perhaps, in your own affairs of this sort. Don't mean to have any. It's fun to watch other people feel under, but I should feel like a fool doing it myself, said Joe, looking alarmed at the thought. I think not, if you liked anyone very much, and he liked you. Meg spoke as if to herself, and glanced out at the lane, where she had often seen lovers walking together in the summer twilight. I thought you were going to tell your speech to that man, said Joe, rudely shortening her sister's little reverie. Oh, I should merely say, quite calmly and decidedly, thank you, Mr. Brooke, you are very kind, but I agree with father that I'm too young to enter into any engagement at present. So please say no more, but let us be friends as we were not. That's stiff and cool enough. I don't believe you'll ever say it, and I know he won't be satisfied if you do. If he goes on like the rejected lovers in books, you'll give in, rather than hurt his feelings. No, I won't. I shall tell him I've made up my mind, and shall walk out of the room with dignity. Meg rose as she spoke, and was just going to rehearse the dignified exit, when a step in the hall made her fly into her seat, and begin to sew as fast as if her life depended on finishing that particular seam in a given time. Joe smothered a laugh at the sudden change, and when someone gave a modest tap, opened the door with a grim aspect, which was anything but hospitable. Good afternoon. I came to get my umbrella, that is, to see how your father finds himself today, said Mr. Brooke, getting a trifle confused as his eyes went from one telltale face to the other. It's very well, he's in the rack. I'll get him, and tell it you're here. And having jumbled her father and the umbrella well together in her reply, Joe slipped out of the room to give Meg a chance to make her speech and air her dignity. But the instant she vanished, Meg began to sidle toward the door, murmuring, Mother will like to see you. Pray sit down, I'll call her.